Okay. Good morning, Mr. George. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, Uncle Yori, and good morning to our guest today.
Yes, yes.
Uncle Yori, my understanding of ideology is approach to management of human and material resources. The question of ideology in a developing country does not arise because the system is still has so much deficit in infrastructure and facilities for well-being. Every group will come out and say, I will be able to provide this infrastructure or the other. I can provide good health, I can provide better roads, I can provide amenities that will form, that can bring good life to people. It is when you no longer have deficits in these infrastructural facilities that you can be talking about ideology. For example, in England or US now, you cannot be talking about deficit in roads infrastructure or medical system or just those things, those basic things that people need to live well. So ideology should just not be the question here now as a developing country. I personally admire APC's sense of organization. Mm-hmm. You asked him a question, whether the inflow of people into the party, or how is it that they didn't put conditions or scrutinize them very well to know that they will be able to cope with them. The whole thing is about purpose. The purpose of a renewed hope for infrastructural, human, and material development is what the president is propagating. And that's what is drawing people to come and be part of it. Until we will reach a point when there will be no deficit in our infrastructural facilities before ideology can come in. The only worry I have in this process, Uncle Yori, is the role of governors in presidential elections. Not other elections, so not the governorship elections. The governors that are coming into the APC. Mm-hmm. What is the yardstick to determine what they will do this time around? Will they only be interested in winning the governorship elections and use kid gloves to handle the presidential one?
Okay.
As an observer, this is what I've been observing over time. The governor will not win the presidential election in his state, and the governorship election will come, he will win it. How is it? I look at the governors, for example. It's only 2 or 3 that I have seen who have openly come out to say, I am going to do this and that to make sure the president wins in my state. The governor of Edo State, the governor of Niger State. The governor of Edo State, for example, said, I am going to give President Tinubu 2.5 million votes. And he says it and posts about it every day. The governor of Niger State, I saw a video where he was declaring that he has appointed himself as the president's director general for the campaign. To that extent, there are some other individuals, somebody like Senator Ojikalu. He said this time around, he's going to relocate to his village about 2 months before the election to make sure that the president wins at their state. These are things we want to be hearing from these governors. We have 31 now in APC. How is it that it's only 2 or 3 that we are hearing?
Yeah.
I want the guests to help us, say something about this. Is it something that they are discussing behind closed doors?
Okay.
Or they don't care about it?
Indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George. So, is there a concerted plan or movement within the party? Even though he had his comments on ideology, you might also like to touch on that.
First of all, I think the caller is in
George.
tune. Mm-hmm. He is in tune with the political movement. So I'll talk about ideology, then I'll talk about the governors and all that. The APC ideology is very simple. We are progressives. So there is an ideology. If you want good governance, it's APC. If you want governance to get to the people, it's APC. If you want organization, it's APC. Now, talking about governors, I know about my states. Our governor, Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, is in the forefront of championing APC and the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I mentioned earlier that I am a director in Tinubu Support Group. He is the grand patron of all support groups.
Governor Lucky.
Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. He has done about 2-3 tours advocating for the re-election of the president. I'm saying he's in the forefront. He goes for the rallies, he goes for the campaigns, he goes for the meetings, passionately. So maybe the talk has not, maybe we need to do a better job to propagate what our governor is doing. And even Ondo State is transforming itself to align with the president's agenda. You know, naturally Ondo State is civil service, agrarian. We are taking on technology hubs. We're taking on gas plants, fertilizer plants. We're taking aggressive developmental plans to align with the renewed hope agenda. Our own agenda in Ondo State is our ease agenda. And I can tell you what the governor has achieved in this shortest possible time he's been in office is very much aligned with the interests and aspirations of the renewed hope agenda. So some governors, maybe we need to propagate it more and we will do a better job. But I think most governors are aligned with that progressive agenda. Like I said, I could speak intelligently about Ondo State. Our governor is front and center. I'm a grassroots mobilizer. I'm in Tinubu Support Group. I could tell you, we've met with him a couple of times. He has audience for, he's the father of all support groups. If you mention the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the governor is in front of it, leading from the front, not even behind. So we encourage governors. This is a market that is selling itself, honestly, except you don't know what to look out for. I'll give you another analogy. My brother is into construction, and we always say one joke, right? If you go to a construction site where they have piled 2 billion naira, you might just see empty land there, and you'll be like, what do they mean that they've spent 2 billion naira? But when a technical person comes there and sees what has gone there, he will know that that foundation can build almost anything, right? So when you see the fundamentals, look at the Nigerian Stock Exchange, hit 130 trillion. NGX hit its resistance, 200,000 points. It's not an accident. This, we call something efficient markets. Bankers are not stupid people. They are extremely, you know, the volatility and the information they have. They are synchronizing all information to say that this is what investing in, right? We have terminals, Bloomberg terminals, Reuters, the information asymmetry before we arrive, or they arrive at a point and say this economy is roaring. Okay.
So what you seem to be, contrary to our guest.
No, I'm not contradicting him, I'm saying.
No, yeah, but he had said that, you know, the whole matter of ideology, maybe you should put that to one side until we take care of deficits.
I'm even saying we can do both.
That is what you are saying.
Yes.
But tell you what,